What's up, basketball fans? Welcome into NBA Now by Chat Sports. I'm your host, as always, Jimmy Crowther, breaking down all the latest news and rumors. But before we get into our news and rumors today, I want to know, which team are you pulling for in the NBA bubble? You got teams like the Lakers, like the Dallas Mavericks, like the New Orleans Pelicans, even teams like the Milwaukee Bucks and the Toronto Raptors, all in the bubble. So which one are you cheering for? Let me know in the comment section below. Maybe you are cheering for the Lakers, and if you are, it's a good day for you because the Lakers have clinched the number 1 seed in the Western Conference after they defeated Rudy Gobert, Donovan Mitchell, and the Utah Jazz. Now, this means the Lakers will face whoever that 8 seed is in Orlando in the first round, and that's going to be a very fun matchup, and I'm going to break down all the potential matchups for you here in just a second, so stay tuned. Now, this is the first time since 2011-2012 that the Lakers have been the number 1 seed in the Western Conference, and that year, they lost in the Western Conference semifinals to the Oklahoma City Thunder. They're hoping for a much better outcome this season. Now, that battle for the 8 seed is really heating up. The Memphis Grizzlies are there at 8, but right on their tail is the Portland Trailblazers and the San Antonio Spurs, just 2 games behind Ja Morant and the Memphis Grizzlies. However, the Pelicans, the Kings, and the Suns are also making up a lot of ground. Zion Williamson, Brandon Ingram, Drew Holiday, that's a fun team to watch. Sacramento Kings, not looking so hot in the bubble so far, but the Phoenix Suns, on the other hand, have made up a ton of ground. They were 6 games back to start in the Orlando bubble. Now they're only 3.5 games back of that 8 seed. Now here's LeBron James after they secured the number 1 seed against the Utah Jazz. He said, "They said I couldn't do it. I'll enjoy this one. They said I can't do it." So I'm going to survey the room here, the Chat Sports office. Harrison, producer Harrison, did you say the Lakers couldn't do it? Brett, did you say the Lakers couldn't do it? James, did you say the Lakers couldn't do it? No, I don't know who they is. I have no idea who they is saying that the Lakers, with 2 top 5 players, couldn't get the number 1 seed in the Western Conference. Not sure who you're talking about, LeBron, but I'm happy you're enjoying this one. Maybe you are they. Maybe you are surprised that the Lakers are the number 1 seed in the West. If you are, say yes. Just let me know in the comment section. If you're not, just like 98% of the world, type in the comment section below. Let's talk about another Western Conference team, the Oklahoma City Thunder, as they're going to be without one of their best players in Dennis Schroder. He left the bubble for the birth of his firstborn. Obviously a very valid reason to leave, but it hurts the Oklahoma City Thunder. There's no word on if or even when he will return to the bubble because maybe he's like, I don't want to risk the health of my child. I don't want to leave and come back and leave and come back. Maybe it's not worth it. Maybe he won't return. Now, he is my pick for 6th man of the year this year because his numbers have been very impressive. 19 points per game, 4 assists, 4 rebounds, and his three-point shooting has been excellent at 38%. Another reason, really the main reason this hurts the Thunder is the fact that their bench isn't incredible. Terrence Ferguson's the first guy off the bench playing 23 minutes per game right now. He'll probably take Schroeder's spot. Hamidou Diallo, another guy who makes a lot of sense off the bench and has been pretty impressive and a freak athlete. Nerlens Noel, a solid big man, but he can't do what Dennis Schroder does. Darius Bazley, the rookie, a guy who I expected nothing from, has actually had a pretty good showing in Orlando. But after those 4, it drops off to Abdel Nader, a guy who's not producing a whole lot for you on the bench. Now, they also have Andre Roberson, who's going to help out the team quite a bit. But Dennis Schroder leaving Oklahoma City hurts a lot right now, especially with where they are in the West. They're very close to that top 4 seed, and they're really close to falling to the 7th seed as well. So it could go either way, and Dennis Schroder missing time could be a big reason that they fall. But we'll just have to wait and see. Now, if you want to keep up with all the latest NBA news and all the latest NBA rumors, and you want to get all the latest NBA opinions from me, make sure you hit that subscribe button. YouTube.com/ChatSportsTV, the best, the greatest, and the only free place to get top NBA coverage all year long. Hit that subscribe button, NBA fans. If you haven't already, I don't know what you're doing. Now, could your favorite rapper be going pro in the NBA? Well, first things first, this is the guy we're talking about. It's J. Cole. The 35-year-old rapper is apparently training to be in the NBA, according to Master P, who made a preseason debut for the Toronto Raptors. Not the Toronto Raptors. Otherwise, it'd be a bunch of J. Coles in the NBA. Now, back in his college days, he did walk on for the St. John's team, but he left St. John's to focus on his rap career. Obviously, that's worked out really well for him. However, there's one team that's saying, you know what? We're going to go ahead and give you a tryout. The Detroit Pistons official Twitter account tweeted at J. Cole and said, "We see you out here. You said they only got 12 slots on the Pistons. Hit us up for that tryout. This is for all the dreamers." And look, J. Cole is on the practice court a lot. He is in the rec a lot. He's in Lifetime quite a bit, getting shots up. He looks good in those games. That's not again, it's NBA talent. That's just out in the rec league. So I don't know about that one, Detroit. But if you want a Detroit Pistons face mask or a Golden State Warriors face mask or whoever you're a team of, whoever J. Cole decides to play for, go pick one up at Fanatics. Chatsports.com/NBA mask has got all the best masks, NBA themed today. You can get any team you want. They're great deals. You can get 1, 2, 3, or 4. However many you need, go pick one up today. Now let's keep talking about J. Cole here because he's 35. You know how many active NBA players are 35 years or older? 10. And that's NBA players, NBA level talent at 35 plus years old. So he's already too old. And admittedly, yes, is he better than me and your average schmo Joe that you'll find at the rec? Absolutely. Is he good enough to make it to the NBA? Maybe the Pistons because they suck, but any other normal NBA team? No, probably not. So I guess I'll ask this question, lighthearted question here. Which team should sign J. Cole? Let me know in the comment section below. Listen, personally, I'm a fan of his music, so I would just like it if he stuck to the music stuff. Stay away from basketball. Do it in your free time. However, the Charlotte Hornets, that's his hometown, so maybe, just maybe, they'll offer him a little hometown discount and sign him. But let me know what you guys think in the comment section. Now let's talk about Jonathan Isaac, an actual NBA player here, but he's done for the season. Of the Orlando Magic, he tore his ACL in that last game for them, and he was wheeled off the court. The thing that sucks for Isaac is that he tore an ACL in the same knee that he already injured earlier this season on New Year's Day. He was just getting recovered, and now it's just not looking good for him. Now, the thing with Jonathan Isaac is he's one of the NBA's best defensive players when he's fully healthy. He's absolutely the Orlando Magic's best defensive player when he's fully healthy. Problem is, he hasn't been healthy. Now, this year, when healthy, again, I've said that word about 18 times in the last 2 seconds, but 12 points per game, 7 rebounds. He's blocking 2.3 shots and averaging 1.6 steals per game. So he does it all. He can guard everything from the 2 down to the 5. He's very important to this Magic team, and without him, they're really in for an uphill battle. Now, the top 3 in the West is kind of set. It's the Bucks, the Raptors, and the Celtics. Miami Heat could claw their way up there, but I don't see it happening. Indiana Pacers at 5, 13 games behind the Bucks for that number 1 seed. And then you got the Sixers. Now, the Magic are at 7, 22 games behind, but that means they're playing the Toronto Raptors in the first round. The Raptors have had a great year, and they're having a great showing in the NBA bubble. So it's going to be a tough first-round matchup for the Orlando Magic. Now, they could fall to 8, but I don't see that happening with the Nets and the Wizards down there. But right now, the Magic are rolling with DJ Augustine, Evan Fournier, James Ennis, Nikola Vucevic, and Aaron Gordon. This lineup would look much better if James Ennis was out and Jonathan Isaac was in. But that's not the case. Jonathan Isaac is done for the year. He's likely done for next year because they're going to have an early restart, and that just means a really, really tough future for the Orlando Magic. They've got a good young core. They've got Mo Bamba. They've got Jonathan Isaac. They've got Aaron Gordon. They've got Markelle Fultz. But now Isaac's not healthy, and that really hurts the Orlando Magic.